Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star, and we are having a Starscartel podcast. Anywho, so the message I have for someone, baby, it was there a big ball of confusion going on. I feel like this is the whole situation where it's like somebody... I just feel like this would be equivalent, okay? I'm going to explain this in this way. This will be equivalent. We're going to take it back to school, okay? Let's say you in college and you are in the choir, you on the dance team, you are in theater, and you are, what else was I in? You got a sorority. Too much. Baby, when I say I was constantly in Macy's getting them the little dresses, because I was always at somebody's ball, bruh. If it wasn't one for me, it was one for a friend, because I was at the ROTC ball because my sorority sister was at ROTC. I went up there to support her. I went to the theater, not only because one year I was in theater, and then I had a friend in theater, so I went to support her. I had a friend that was, what else? Who? Let me think. Somebody was in something else that I went to, but I was always going. And then, on top of that, the stuff that, because the dance team had stuff. And then, I was on the dance team, so I had friends in a band, and they had stuff going on. And then, obviously, I just to be honest, in high school, I dated a football, they had stuff going on. And you know what I'm saying? I was just always constantly having stuff going on. But my point about it is, somebody, you got a lot going on, bro. And it was something that happened within one group that you are involved in. And it was something bad that happened to you. And you have been either very vocal about it. You have been very, obviously, because you want to, and I feel like it's another group that you're in that it's like the people in that group thought you was talking about them. But obviously they know you're not talking about them because they didn't do it. But they just really strongly felt like you was talking about them. And I don't know if it's that they thought that you were only in one group, or if it's that, they just assumed that they're the only, they assume you were in one group. And once they realize, I just feel like this is somebody, they realize that that's not true. It's not just one group that you in. You're not just in one clique. You're not just in one club. You're not just in one, whatever it is, organization or whatever you got going on. This is somebody, it was a whole different, baby, when I say all these people feel so bad because they was coming after you thinking that you was just dry talking about them. And it had nothing to do with them. You weren't even talking about them, yo. Weren't even talking. And that I'm being reminded of how I say on my channel, baby, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect Patty over here. It ain't no situation where I done only been married one time, bro. So it ain't a situation where somebody can come on here and assume that when I say my ex, I'm talking about you now, because I may not be talking about you. You can't just assume when I say my friend that I'm talking about you, because I may not be talking about you. I know a lot of people, and I'm not lying. These are just this is just the beginning of my pictures. And as you see, I'm cutting people out of respect. You know what I'm saying? The only person other than myself that I put on my channel is my son. And that's because that's what he wants, you know what I'm saying? Because he has asked me, do they know you have a son? Do they know my name? Do they know, you know what I'm saying? And, it's not to say that, I feel like, what's wrong with that? I feel like it should be a situation where people are confused or people are stupid that I don't, because I do. I have a son. That's my baby, you know what I'm saying? He's a big part. He's like a big majority part of my world. But it's not to say that other people aren't too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that it's just one person, bro. I had a lot of friends before I was an influencer. And I'm not the kind of person where, like I said, I'm not mean, yo. I'm not a mean girl. I'm not a bully. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, what people be trying to pin me out to be because of my appearance and how I look, and because I'm a fashionista, I guess. I don't know. I guess, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I guess, because sometimes I can just, baby, sweats and a t-shirt and carry on about my dad slides, bro. But I don't know what it is. that make people assume whatever it is that they decide that they just got to assume. But yeah, let me get the scripture. Okay, the scripture comes from Psalm 123. Unto thee I lift up mine eyes, O thou that dwellest in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look unto the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord our God until that he have mercy on us. Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy upon us, for we are exceedingly filled with content. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorning of those that are at ease and with the contempt of the proud. So here's the message. God said that he doesn't want you to worry or stress yourself about, you know what I'm saying, other people's, like, I feel, opinions of you. Don't worry or stress yourself about what somebody else think about you. And then it would cause you not to be in either position. Like, it would cause you to not be in a position to where you are assuming somebody talking about you when they not. Okay? And I feel like that is for my audience. Okay? I love y'all. I do. But it shouldn't be a situation where it's a whole group of people that think I'm talking about them and I'm not talking about them. And it's obvious and clear I'm not. Y'all know good and well I'm not the type of person to be having no hallucinations and making stuff up. Why in the world would I accuse a whole group of people of jumping me and of things happening at a place and I wasn't even there, bro? I know where I have proof of where I was at. I know I took pictures. I posted the pictures. So I don't even understand why it would even be a whole group of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me feel like even more so like, dang, it was y'all involved. And if y'all wasn't, like, dang, what are y'all doing, bro? Why are y'all feeling some kind of way? Why would you even feel some kind of way about it, bro? And in reality, I get it. But I get it. I guess I don't know. I guess but it's like I guess that comes with the territory of not putting no names on nothing. That comes with the territory. When you don't put names on it, it can cause confusion. But anyways, God said it's like, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, that's the message. Like sometimes it be like that. Like when you are when you go out and you want to be social, okay, and you are sociable, you end up, meeting a lot of people. It can end up being a situation when you know a lot of people. Even like, you know what I'm saying? I'm somebody, I feel like I am so quiet. I feel like I'm so reserved. And I feel like I am so shy. I don't even know how I know so many people. I don't know how. I don't know how, bruh. How, bruh? I go out and sit in the corner. How do I know so many people? It's absolutely shocking and appalling to me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I just feel like it is what it is. But when it comes down to it, bruh, it ain't just no situation where I'm just sitting around, you know what I'm saying, making stuff up about nobody, trying to ruin lives just for, you know what I'm saying, views and giggles, bruh. That is pure wicked and evil. I don't have time for it. And I love y'all to bits and pieces. I really do. I don't be playing when I say that. I really do. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all later.